So hello everyone, I am Faizan Ansari and today we have the placement committee of MBA department of Christ Deemed to be University Pune Lavasa campus. So a basic motive is to clear all the doubts and myths of the placement committee that the students have in their mind. So let's get started with the very first question. So Mehak, why do you think that the placement committee is one of the most important committee of any university?
I feel the placement committee is actually one of the most important committee in any management institution. The job of placecom is not to just make sure that every candidate gets placed, but the placecom is also responsible to make sure that all the candidates are heading out into the corporate world with much more awareness and preparation. So we are responsible for the overall skill development of the candidates. For this, we have rigorous mock interviews by externals, we have skill orientation sessions, we have placement related training sessions, we have ELT sessions. So we work together as a team to make sure that the candidates undergo holistic development, and at the end, yes, they hopefully get placed.
So that was a quite lot of work, Mehak, from the placement committee. So my next question is to Hemnath. Like, can you tell us like what are the different activities or opportunities planned by the placement committee for the students' overall skill development and how it can help the students to get skilled for to get ready for the placements, upcoming placements?
Yes, Faizan. So adding on to what Mehak said, from English language training, placement related training, and skill orientations, as well as various mock interviews. We also have club activities, and we also have guest lectures and conferences planned to make the students equipped with the emerging business trends and technologies. Apart from that, we have two mandatory internships one student should go in his MBA course, which is organization structure training as well as summer internship project, where the student will be ready to get into the corporate world. So these are the planning which is done by the placement committee as well as the campus.
That's very great work. Like the placement committee is planning actually for the students of the MBA. So thank you, Emna. That was really insightful. Like, what are the different plans placement committee has? So moving on to the next question, I would like to ask Karthik. So how do you, as a committee, make sure that you guys stand apart in front of the potential recruiters?
Yes, Faisan. So coming to this question, we as a committee work very hard and we take a lot of effort to ensure that our university stands out. And also, of course, we have our university website where we have our placement brochure in it. And we as a committee have taken a lot of effort in order to make that brochure along with the committee heads as well. And in the brochure, we have the student profile, the companies that we have affiliated with, and also the intense curriculum through which the students go through, so that we ensure that they are corporate ready and they are professionals for the future.
So thanks, Karthik. That's a lot of work that placement committee is doing apart from the planning activities and all. So my next question is to you, Mehak. Like, how does placement committee ensures that every student is placed in his or her dream company?
So basically what we do is we map the skills of a student as per the job profiles that are coming for campus hiring. So by this mapping, a student can know that what all skills the person possess. So if there is any dream company in the mind of students, so he can recognize whether the skills are matching to the job requirements of the job profile or not, and then we make the student work accordingly for his or her skill development. So then the person can sit for the interview and get placed.
That's great. That's great work. So thank you, Mehak. Those are very great efforts that placecom is doing for the students. So my next question is to you, Hemnath. Like, can you tell us what are the different qualities one student should have to be a part of placement committee?
Sure, Faizan. Firstly, if you want to get into a placement committee, you should be able to offer the betterment to yourself as well as the batch. I'll say ability to do quality research, task ownership, and good communication skills, as we need to reach out with various industry mentors, are some of the most important rights of a placement committee member. Eventually, we all know that we should give out quality deliverables out there to our campus. And finally, I would like to say that we all should be mentally very strong, as we have to be handling various rejections, and we should be a fighter in our personal quality, and we should be very disciplined.
So thank you, Emna. Those are the tons of abilities that a student should have to be in the placecom. So moving to the next question, my next question will be to you, Rashmi. So I would like you to know like how your day goes, like apart from academics, what are the different activities being in a placement committee you guys do from the beginning till the end of the day?
Okay, so well, we have different days, and earlier when we got into the placecom, we first tried to understand the work, and then catching on to that, we started to put things together. So initially, we devote about an hour or so to placecom activities on a daily basis, but once the students flew into their different specializations, our workload increased and we had to devote more time to understand what our work has to be and what needs to be done on a particular day. So as placecom, we have a lot of work that goes into documentation, but there is also a lot of invisible hours and undocumented things that go into play to make sure that everything is in place.
So thank you, Rashmi. Like it is really great stuff that you guys do behind the curtains. So my next question is to you, Sabari, and this is one of the myth that students have. Like I would like you to answer in a good way. So does the placement committee members have an upper hand in the placement process, being in the committee apart from the other students?
Well, firstly, being in the placement committee, you have to be responsible, and you don't have to. You have to make sure that you're not afraid to take initiative. So you have to be capable and responsible. And the placement committee, being a part of the placement committee, shows those sides of yours. And as a result of which, it is shown in the work aspect also in when you go out and work in the corporate world. But I can also say that being in the placement committee or getting a job requires a lot of effort during the evaluation and a little bit of luck. But of course, being in the placement committee helps you, to understand, understand the corporate world and make connections, which will help you in the future.
So thank you, Sabari. That was very clear answer about the myth that students have. So moving on to the last question, I want to ask Rashmi. Like most of the students think that placement committee is scary or it's very strict. So is that really true about the placement committee? Like is the placement committee really approachable and the students can have benefit from them?
Yes, that's how we have perceived to be. We are strict because we know that we have to get certain work done. We have deadlines, we are continuously working, we have to fulfill all those requirements. But at some point, we have also kept a very friendly approach wherein students can reach out to us at any point of time when they have any problems or issues related to placements. Also, we have created that environment where they can come to us if they have any sort of doubt in their mind related to placements. So I think so that even though we have that strict approach, we have also created that environment where they can directly come to us and solve their issues.
So thank you. So you are saying that this is not a like placement committee is not so strict as it is thought of.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. This was the placement committee of MBA department, Christ deemed to be university, and we hope that we have cleared all your placement committee doubts and we have cleared your myths, and it will be very helpful for you in the future. Thank you.